the crossbar. Crystal left fielder down for a base hit.
Hunterdon Central is going to win the state finals here tonight.
Mark it on the board. Touchdown, Red Devils. Off the deflection. Off the deflection. Hunterdon Central.
Welcome to Red Devils pregame on HGTV. I'm Nick Guzman alongside Scott Semanchek. You've got girls soccer over here today. It's the semifinals, Central Jersey Group 4 state tournament. It's Hunterdon Central against Ridge. Scott, what are the keys to victory today for the Red Devils?
It's going to be Central playing their game. I mean, they're a very good team. They're skilled all around. They're going to have to play how they have all season. I mean, even their losses, they've been against very good high schools, mostly prep schools, I'd say. And so they have to play their game and be able to play hard to get the win.
What does Ridge have to do to pull off the upset here at Stewart Field?
I think a big part is scoring. I mean, they get their offense going. I mean, you're at a team that this Central team's given up 9 goals on the year. And I mean, if you can get an offense going, you have no idea what can come out of there. And on defensively, they just need to be able to stop Reagan Schubach. Schubach has a majority of the goals, like an overwhelming majority for Central. And I mean, if you can start to slow her down or shut her down, then that'll help your chances so much.
You got the chance to catch up with Coach Calhoun and some Red Devils players before today's matchup. Take a look.
Well, I think the mindset always changes a little bit. You know, you play every game with all the intensity that you have, and particularly this season we played every game as if it was our last, because we never knew actually if it was going to be our last. We know that at the end of the game somebody's season is over, and these girls, one, love to win, they're super competitive, and two, they love being with each other, whether it's practice or games or pasta parties outdoors. They love being with each other, and I think we're playing as much for the win as we are for playing for the opportunity to be able to be together longer.
Throughout this whole entire season, we've played really hard, but I think knowing that now every single game could be our last game, we're really pushing it as hard as we can get. We've put in like all the work, and I think that right now we're just really hoping that all that work does pay off because we have the talent.
Yeah, it definitely does change now that we know each game could potentially be our last game. Especially because this season got cut short. Sectionals is what we have, and it's what we have to work with. So it's really important that we're in the right mindset because each of these games isn't guaranteed. We have to win as we go.
It definitely makes us all play a lot harder and realize that for all the seniors, this is like each game could be our last. So I think we're all just trying to do everything we can to make the season last as long as possible.
Scott, before today's game, any final thoughts?
It's going to be a tough one. I mean, of course, it's playoffs, everybody's playing their hardest, they're playing their heart out, and I mean, we're going to be seeing a nice, tough game on both sides.
Coming up next on HGTV, it's Hunterdon Central against Ridge.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a beautiful evening here at Stewart Field, a beautiful evening for playoff soccer. It's the Hunterdon Central Red Devils facing the Basking Ridge Red Devils. Hunterdon Central coming this game fresh off a win against Hillsborough, 4-1 win for the Red Devils. Ridge coming off of a 3-0 win over the 4-seed Princeton. Ridge being the 5-seed, playing the top seed in Hunterdon Central. The Red Devils come in raging hot, led, of course, by their top goal scorer, Reagan Schubach, with 20 goals on the season. Schubach leading in goals the last 10 years for the Red Devils. No one has gotten close to 20 goals. The highest goal scorer was Karina Zulo back in last year, back in 2019-20 season. And before then, you have to go all the way back to the 2013-14 season where Ali DeLuca scored 18 goals as well. But since then, it has been Reagan Schubach, and she scored a hat trick last game for the Red Devils. And she just continues to produce for Hunterdon Central. We'll take a look at those highlights. Her hat trick here against Hillsborough. After the first goal from Kira Adams, Reagan Schubach added number 2, just scooping it over the goalkeeper and getting Central into a more comfortable position with a 2-0 lead. And then later on, Once again, Reagan Schubach put the beautiful through ball through for Kira Adams. It deflects off the goalkeeper. Schubach gets the rebound, and she pounces into the back of the net. She gets her second goal there, and then the third, a beautiful pass from Ziganshina right to Schubach. She takes the initial shot. It was deflected, and eventually falls right back to Reagan, and she's able to put it into the back of the net. And the Red Devils finish that game 4-1 over the Raiders. And now Central, another tough opponent here today against the Basking Ridge Red Devils. Basking Ridge, the 5th seed, as I mentioned, coming off of a 3-0 win over the higher seed, the 4th seed in Princeton. And the Red Devils, with a win here, would make their way to the Group 4 final. They would play the winner of Watchung Hills against North, who are also playing right now at the moment. They started their game at 2 o'clock. Ridge's top goal scorer with 8 goals on the season is Abby McCree. She scored 2 goals last game in the 3-0 defeat over Princeton. Now Central take the field here. The Red Devils consistently in the playoff run, and while it is a different season, a different form of playoffs, they're trying to achieve the highest they can achieve this season, and the Red Devils look to win it all here, the top seed. And they'll face a familiar opponent if it's either Watchung or North Hunterdon. Getting set to kick things off here at Stewart Field. A nice temperature of just over 55 degrees. We're getting set here. And we are underway at Stewart Field. It's the Hunterdon Central Red Devils taking on the Basking Ridge Red Devils. Playoff soccer semifinal action underway. Backtracking and taking the ball out of play for the first time is Gabby Allen. Back in. Greenwood able to get a head onto it. Now Goldfarb sends a ball over to Reagan Schubach. Schubach trying to put a ball into the box, but quickly swept up by the goalkeeper for Ridge. Another ball filtered through for Schubach. She sends another cross in the box, but it comes out of play for a goal kick. This is the second game of playoffs for the Red Devils. They first played in the quarterfinal after getting a bye in the first round, being the top seed, playing number 8 Hillsborough and getting an easy win 4-1, and now here they are against Ridge. And also at the moment on the other side of the semifinal round is Watchung Hills against North Hunterdon. Their game started at 2 o'clock and they're still knotted up at 0. Watchung Hills had the bye in the quarterfinal round. North Hunterdon came off a 4-0 win over Franklin Township, the 10 seed. This ball's back into play once again. Mason plays it a Carnivale. Now running back is Mason. Carnivale keeping possession. Finds Jamie Goldfarb. And cycled around back with Mason. Mason sends a ball through. Adams trying to stay with it. She does. Looking for an option, plays it Alexi Dendis, who looked like was onside, but it was too much on the pass. It comes out of play for another goal kick for the Basking Ridge Red Devils. Maybe what's called by the referee will be a corner for the Red Devils, it looks like. Might have taken a deflection on its way out. Nonetheless, the Red Devils with a big opportunity here to start the game. Carnevale's ball into the box, looking for a head, looking for another shot. It's taken out quickly by Ridge. Able to alleviate the danger there just for the moment. Ridge also had the bye in the first round, and their only playoff game before this one was the 3-0 defeat over Princeton. Both teams eager to make it into that Group 4 final. If Central wins, they will play here at Stewart Field as well on Sunday. Schubach trying to head it down. Sends it back to the Ridge defense and quickly booted away. By once again, it was Gabby Allen to take it out of play. Greenwood throws it back into Dendis, able to keep it in play is Schubach. Mason settles, plays it back to Carnevale. Now to Goldfarb. Trying to play it on the right side, and Gemma was there. Ball over on the edge of the box. Goldfarb takes a shot, but it's right to the hands of Allison Misha. The Red Devils, last time they played Ridge, the Red Devils got the 1-0 defeat over their longtime rivals. Central have had a spell of dominance over their Red Devil counterparts spanning back all 4 years ago. On the 19th of November, the Red Devils got their first ever championship against Ridge with a 3-0 defeat in their 2015-2016 season. And look to achieve something similar this year. Mason plays another ball through. Carnevale gets on the end of it, cuts back, and a foul on Goldfarb, bringing down number 5, Caitlin Aiello. Gem on the ball. Now on the right side, defending is Greenwood, trying to stay with it. Fighting off the pressure from the top goal scorer for Ridge. That was McCree trying to stay on the ball. Now running her way through is Adams. Lexi Dendis fighting off the pressure. Back to Kira trying to keep possession. Another ball sent over by Tedesco. Goldfarb. Back with Mason. It's quickly taken out. Mason chasing all the way through. But able to cut around was Gabby Allen. Ball sent over on the left side. And unable to keep the ball in play there was Kier Adams. Throw in for Basking Ridge. And the Red Devils, when they did win their first state championship 4 years ago against Ridge, the goal scorers back then was Bree Pavel along with Karina Zulo and Sarah Hazard. A huge season for the Red Devils. They finished overall 21-1-1. But now a different scenario this year, of course, with the pandemic, the season shortened with more similar opponents, teams they've played before, and that they'll play multiple times. But nonetheless, the pressure is on here in these set of playoffs. And Central with a more than willing team to get their way all the way to the final. Of course, they have the goal scoring power, of course, led by Reagan Schubach. Strength in the back line as well with Emily Mason. Tedesco rolls it over to Reagan Schubach. And quickly ripped away from possession. Taking it is Gabby Allen, sending a ball through all the way downfield. McCree chasing. It's taken out of play. Now change of possession. And Emily Mason will take the throw in. One back by the Red Devils. Sending a ball through is Greenwood. Gemma is onside, running it down. Inside the box. Keeps it in play. And finally ripped away by Basking Ridge. And falling over for Basking Ridge, that was Katie Keefe. Question of a foul from the away fans. Blue back to Goldfarb. It's Schubach leaving it off for Goldfarb, sending another pass through to Lexi Dendis, too much on it. And an offside call as well. So Ridge will reset here on the free kick. Sent back down, Ridge trying to settle it. Goldfarb shoots it away. Gemma. Now with Goldfarb, trying to play it across, but it's ripped away. And sent downfield. Ballou chasing. Send it all the way back to Pontecorvo. She immediately gets rid of it. Allen cuts back. Able to keep possession for her side. And now here comes Ridge from the right side, quickly taken away by Emily Mason. Now running through is the Gatorade Player of the Year, trying to make a pass here. And once again to intervene was Katie Keefe. Central just trying to dunk those balls over in the final third, trying to get an end result on the attack. Ridge sending another ball through. Ballou able to stick her leg out and take it out of play. And now on the throw-in. Basking Ridge with a chance to throw it into the box. Headed away by Ballou. Schubach running back, able to win back possession. Now through ball for Gemma. Too much power on it. Dendis to Goldfarb. Cutting away but losing possession. And Ulrich tries to send a ball through, but no one to be found. Bridge once again on the attack. Try to send a cross through, but it's taken away by Central. And Ballou finally takes it out of danger. And settling it quick and sending a beautiful ball over for Gemma to chase was Dendis. Just a little bit too much on it and able to retrieve it as Allison Misha. Those kinds of passes have been successful for Central all season. And almost successful once again. Ball played over. Coming out of play, Tedesco chasing it. Now Emily Dendis checking in for the Red Devils. Out comes Liliana Gemma. Dendis lets it go for Shoebox, sending it for Lexi Dendis now. But once again, Misha's there. Allison Misha, the senior who had a clean sheet against Princeton High School. Standing firm in goal today as Central keep trying to get on the attack and keep trying to score. And it was Goldfarb on that challenge there. Mason clears it away. Ball comes out once again. Now another throw-in. cutting through, trying to send a cross in. Looking for another shot. But it rolls right to Misha. Heading it down is Goldfarb. So it comes out once again for another Central throw-in. Now quick change of possession. Uhrig fighting for it. Now it's Uhrig again. Sending a ball through and chasing it's McCree, but Pontecorvo able to take back possession. Now another ball for Emily Dendis, but it's offside. Now the free kick downfield from Gabby Allen. Sent over. Chasing it is Schubach. Once again, Misha is there.
Correct. So everything this week we were allowed to keep for 500 capacity until Monday, right? Yes, that's what I was under the impression. Okay. Because I was playing Princeton on boys soccer. And this time
Red Devils get a free kick here.
okay. Thank you very much.
Allen blasts it downfield, going into the box. Headed away quickly by Central. Dendis back to Tedesco, who is able to win the throw-in. And a shove there leads to a Central free kick. Ridge, the 5th seed, finished their regular season 7-5-3 overall, beating the likes of Bridgewater, Raritan, and even Phillipsburg. Another ball is into the box. Trying to settle it was Ridge, but it's taken away by Central. A little over 17 minutes left to go in this first half. Still knotted up at 0. So Red Devils get set for a goal kick. Downfield once again. Gemma trying to find it. Headed down by Goldfarb. Baloo able to get it through. Now Schubach running her way through. Reagan Schubach plays it to the right side. Gemma tracking, but it goes out of play. Good defensive work once again from Gabby Allen. Headed by Adams. Now taken back by Ridge, trying to find McCree. Now Dendis plays a nice ball, give and go from Goldfarb. And Allen once again takes it away and sends a ball in for McCree. And able to take it out of play there. Once again, it was Emily Mason on defense. Throw-in coming into the box. Headed away by Mason. Now Greenwood trying to take it out. Now falls for Schubach, trying to run her way through. But immediately stopped there by Amanda Mertz. Now a ball for Lillian and Gemma to chase, and it's taken out of play. Mason on the throw-in. Sends it into the box. Mason again plays another ball through, but Misha gets it. Trying to settle it quickly is Gemma. Look to play a ball through to Schubach. Kira Adams now to Tedesco. Gemma again rolling a ball through, but it's cut out by Gabby Allen. And now Allen on a run, trying to send another ball for the attack. Ulrich was there, but it's cut out once again by Hunterdon Central. Ballou gets her head onto it. It falls back to Emily Mason. Basking Ridge so far have been defensively solid, and a lot of that is because of Gabby Allen for the majority of this first half. Not much on the attack, though, from the Basking Ridge Red Devils. As it comes out of play once again. Throw-in comes in once again. And out of play. Ridge edge a little bit closer. Another ball through here. Ball in there for Ulrich. Now Schubach tried to get through. Ridge maintained possession. Finally falls to Kira Adams. They'll play it back to Mason. Mason plays it downfield. And some high pressure defending today. Reagan Schubach unable to really shake this Ridge defense so far as Allen sends it out of play.
But I have the email. I'll find it and I'll just forward it to you. So, and then, but I did just talk to Al at the state, and he did confirm.
Another ball through, sent by Gemma, but it goes out of play. The top goal scorer, of course, for the Red Devils is Reagan Schubach with 20 on the season. And if you go back to when Central won their first state championship, Karina Zula was top goal scorer for Central back then with 16 goals, and Karina ended up being top goal scorer 3 out of the 4 years she was with the Red Devils. Notably, her highest scoring season was last year with 18 goals. Now playing at the University of South Carolina with her sister, Luciana Zullo. And her sister, of course, back in 2015-16 season was top goal scorer with 13 goals. They played together on that state championship run. And with the likes of both Zullo's sisters playing for the Red Devils, it makes it even more spectacular on Reagan Schubach's achievement this season. Another ball rolled through. Sent down into the box. Dendis. Now with Adams. Back to Lexi Dendis. Trying to send a ball through to Gemma. But able to get to it was Katie Keefe. Kira Adams. Goldfarb trying to figure it out under her feet. Adams trying to fight back for possession. It comes out of play. Throw in for Ridge. Dendis intervenes. Plays it over to Gemma, who lays a ball beautifully for Emily Dendis to chase now from the left side. Central trying to come in with numbers, but the cross not accurate enough. Right to the hands, of course, to Allison Misha. Goldfarb running on the right side. Looks for an option, plays it into the box, but Allen is there. Falls back to Adams. Now Keefe gets her leg through. Dendis giving herself some space, trying to retain possession. Rolls all the way back to Emily Mason. Mason running through. Back to Dendis. Now Brennan plays another ball to the edge of the box. It's taken out of play. It looked like it did deflect off of Kira Adams. Ball comes out of play once again. And an update on the other semifinal matchup against Northern Watchung Hills. They're still knotted up at 0 as well. Their game started an hour earlier than this one, so we should have a result. While this game's still in progress. Ball comes out of play once again. And substitutions from both teams. Schubach checks in once again. Carnevale to Goldfarb. She takes a turn, gives herself some space. Lays it over to Schubach. Schubach trying to make something happen here, but it's taken away by Gabby Allen. Some big defensive plays from Allen in this first half. Not giving Central any chance to score or even get an opportunity to do so. Ball through to Dendis, but it's wide. Ball comes out of play once again. Under 5 minutes left to play in this first half. Still knotted up at 0. Ball comes out of play for a Ridge goal kick. Last night on the boys' side in their semifinal round, Hunterdon Central was able to beat Hillsborough 3-0 to punch their ticket into the Group 4 final. Boys will play on Sunday against Princeton as Adams tries to play a ball into the box and it's deflected. And it comes out of play. We'll be sure to get that coverage for you away at Princeton. The time still to be determined. That game on Saturday for Hunterdon Central against Princeton, a 1 p.m. start. Be sure to join us for that coverage as well on HCTV Live. And if the Red Devils can pull off a win here, you can expect to see the stream as well on Sunday here at Stewart Field. Both teams running out of time in this first half. Still scoreless here at Stewart Field. Not much in it for either team on the attack. Good defensive play there by Ridge. And the challenge was Giovanna Gadita. And it stays in possession for Ridge. But it's quickly taken away by Central. Now Schubach laying it over to Adams, who sends a ball through for Goldfarb. Now chasing, trying to use her pace to get to it, but she runs out of room. And it will be another goal kick for the Ridge Red Devils. Ball rolled over to Goldfarb, sends a pass through for Reagan Schubach, but once again it comes out of play. 1 minute left to go in this first half. Downfield once again, Dendis trying to get on the ball. Now Allen. Try to play it over to McCree. Chesting it down is Uhrig. Ripped away by Brennan. And Greenwood takes it out of play. Downfield, and that will end the first half. Hunterdon Central against Ridge, knotted up at 0. The Red Devils unable to find their way onto the score sheet in this first half. Both teams have work to do. All the action coming in the second half on the other side of things in the semifinals. Watchung against North heading into extra time. Still knotted up at 0. So we'll be sure to keep you informed on that game as well. But as it stands here, 0-0. Hunterdon Central against Ridge. Be sure to join us on the second half. Hello everyone and welcome back to Stewart Field, where currently the Hunterdon Central Red Devils are knotted up at 0 against the Ridge Red Devils. Hunterdon Central, not much going on the attack. Well, both can be said for both teams, but Central not much on the attacking end. Good defensive performance from Ridge, able to stop most of Central's attacks, and Ridge have not really threatened at all on goal. So we'll see how both teams look to change things here in the second half as Kira Adams gets set to kick things off for the Red Devils. Ridge have also done a good job of defending the top goal scorer, Reagan Schubach. Usually putting 2 defenders on her, and it's worked out pretty well for Ridge so far. We'll see what Coach Calhoun told her girls to do here in the second half and see if Central can finally get on the board. Ridge now takes their positions, getting set for all the second half action here at Stewart Field. And we are underway at Stewart Field, semifinal action, Hunterdon Central against Ridge. And the ball falls over to Reagan Schubach, who plays a ball into the box. Looking for Lexi Dendis, who was there. Mason fighting back for possession. Finally taken out of play. Picardo, try to keep it in play. Thrown back into the edge of the box. Schubach tries to send in a cross. She does. Goldfarb is there. And there was a challenge on Central, so the free kick goes Ridge's way. And it's Gabby Allen to take it. Allen with a great defensive performance so far in this game. Able to stop all the attacks Central have come up with so far. Be that big player in the back line for Ridge. Uhrig on the ball. Now back over with Greenwood. Dendis try to play a ball through. Goldfarb trying to claim back possession. Carnevale takes a look and brings that out of play. Now it's Mertz for the throw-in. Ulrich again. Comes out of play this time. It will be for the Red Devils. Tedesco gets set to take it. Schubach plays it back to Ballou. Settling it down is Dendis. Over to her sister Emily. Able to intervene once again is Gabby Allen. Kira Adams. Carnevale. Now with Mason. Dendis again. Playing over to Lexi Dendis, and Allen brings that to play. Another ball rolled through, but Allison Misha's there. Back into play and headed out by Emily Dendis. Ridge is also trying to figure out this Central defense. Haven't had really any shots on goal, any threatening shots. The Central try to get on the attack here. Ball played to Schubach. Question of a handball, but Goldfarb sends a cross into the box. Schubach takes a shot. Now it's Dendis who rolls it, but it goes just wide. And a defensive error there from Ridge almost costs them the goal. But just unable to get a clean hit onto it was Lexi Dendis. We'll take a look at it again. Ball through in for Dendis. Try to go back, and Goldfarb won it back. Sent across it. Threw into the box, and it deflected off of the Ridge defender, and then Dendis just unable to get a clean hit onto it. And this game stays knotted up at 0. Now Ridge on the other side, trying to get on the attack. Ulrich. Back over, sent across. And finally rolling out of play. McCree chasing it down. Allen again, defending Reagan Schubach. Ball falls to Greenwood and floats it over. Finally finds Schubach once again. Trying to step it over. Now Goldfarb looking for an option. Dendis Sends a ball into the box. Schubach gets a head onto it. Now to Lexi Dendis, who tries to head it down. And quickly disposed of by Ridge. It's out of play. Throw in for Tedesco to take. Goldfarb. Try to play it to Dendis. Stays in play. Now comes out once again. Tedesco will do it over. And finally, the Red Devils win themselves a corner. Allen takes it out. Update on the other semifinal matchup against Watchung Hills versus North. Still knotted up at 0 in their second half of extra time. Both teams trying to get their way on the scoreboard as another ball is played through here. And Rosevier was chasing it down, finally coming out of play. Picchio plays it back into play. Goldfarb wins back possession, cuts back. Now gives room for Dendis to play to her sister, now back over again. And Emily chases it down. Mason tried to find Schubach in that through ball. But Misha gives her team some breathing room here. Sending it downfield once again. McCree. Now a ball played over. Chasing it down is Ulrich. Tedesco able to deal with it. Mason to Greenwood. The pressure proves to be too much. As Ridge try to get on the attack once again with McCree. Sends a ball over into the box, headed away by Tedesco. Now running her way through is Allen. Bouncing ball. Dendis flips it over to Schubach, trying to run her way through, but is double teamed and brought down. The Red Devils get a free kick here. Blasted downfield by Mason, headed away by Katie Keefe. And now Ulrich is trying to make a run through. Schubach plays it over to Goldfarb, who's unable to contain it. Now intervening again is Gabby Allen. From the right side, plays it to Ulrich. And try to play it in. Keefe rolls it over to Rosevier. Now on the other end, chasing it down was Lexi Dendis. Keefe gets the throw in. Allen sends a ball in. Ulrich takes the turn, looking for options, trying to slide it through. Takes a shot, but it's easily taken care of by Pontecorvo. Ulrich did have Becca Picardo on her left side, looking for that pass, but she took it upon herself. But Ridge Nonetheless, slowly creeping up on the attack, getting more balls in the final third. Goldfarb plays it to Kira Adams. Trying to run her way through. And taken out of play once again by Amanda Mertz.
Still tied. I think they're going to the overtime. The kicks and whatever they call it.
Back in an open play. Gemma try to settle, comes out of play. Now cut out by Ridge. McCree plays it into Ulrig, taken away by Emily Mason. Another ball floated over. Fighting for it is Emily Dendis. Now Lexi. Floats the ball over. Keefe handles it. Now Gabby Allen blasts it downfield. And play is finally stopped as it comes out. Carnevale. Sloppy pass there. And the favor is returned by Ridge. Now back to Keefe. Schubach with room to run. Finds Emily Dendis. Emily plays it to Lexi Dendis, and now it comes out of play. Floated over once again. And Allen lets it come out. But the Red Devils win themselves a corner. So with 15 minutes gone in this second half, the Red Devils with an opportunity to get on the scoreboard. Getting set to take it here is Kira Adams. The ball played through by Adams. Ripped away by Ridge and out of play. Throw-in comes in again. And brought down was Lexi Dendis. But it does lead to another corner for Hunterdon Central. Quickly played, but able to cut it out. For Ridge was Olivia Piquel.
Offside, 3 players. 3 players offside there.
Mason throws it to Gemma. The back heel trying to find Dendis. But it leads to a Ridge throw-in. Taking the turn is Mason. Now Adams. Rolls it over to Lily Gemma. Gemma takes a shot herself. But once again, Ali Misha's there.
Oh. That's it.
Throw in from Tedesco. An update on the other semifinal matchup between North and Watchung Hills has led to a penalty shootout. And we'll see how that one ends up for both teams. Central trying to avoid the same fate here, still knotted up at 0. Keeps throwing. Cut out by Dendis. McCree tried to play it to a teammate. And now once again it's Gabby Allen fighting back for possession. Central win themselves a free kick here. Ball back into play and taken out. This time in favor of the Ridge Red Devils. Mason chasing it all the way down and out of play for a goal kick. And it will be Mason to take it here. Blasted downfield. Carnevale. Ziganshina. Ziganshina again. Brought down, but possession is kept by Central. Another ball played through. Stays in. And an update on the semifinal matchup. There is a final score of 4-2. North Hunterdon able to beat Watchung Hills in penalties. So the winner of today's game will play the Lions. And now we will see where they will play depending on this game's outcome. Cutting through, Ballou trying to track. Another ball into the box, and McCree had the shot there. It skied over the crossbar. But excellent play nonetheless. By number 15, Peyton Orig. Goldfarb with a shove. Referee says nothing as the ball comes over to the left side. Over for Allen. Now Keefe. And she's pressured on the ball, but Misha runs it down. And the collision with Reagan Schubach. And coming off is Katie Keefe. As we take a look at the replay off of that tackle. Both players going in for the ball. Nothing malicious from either side. Central with just a little over 18 minutes left to play in this game. And if no one scores, they will go into extra time. Of course, the winner moves on to the Group 4 final, and they will play North Hunterdon, who won earlier today against Watchung Hills in penalties. Final score 4-2 in PKs. The Lions, the 2 seed in the Central West C Group 4. And the ball comes out of play for another corner. Central really need to capitalize here with time running out. This time it's Schubach who sets up to take it. Playing a ball through. Coming out was Misha. And it comes all the way back to Ballou. Tries to play it in once again. And Misha able to get down to it. Mason on the end of it, but unable to get the final touch as it's brought down to midfield once again. McCree looked for Ulrich. Gemma heads it down. Ziganshina trying to get to it. And the free kick goes the Red Devils' way. Central starting to put on the pressure here. And a good spot for Emily Mason to set it into the box. Mason's ball into the box. Misha able to scoop it up. Now McCree sends a ball all the way over to Pontecorvo. Now Gemma. Ziganshina tries to play it back. And it's quickly cut out once again by Picchio. And a substitution, Emily Dendis coming out, making way for Carnivale. Ball all the way back for Ballou. Finds Goldfarb. Lays it off for Greenwood. Carnivale. The pressure from Ulrich is too much, and now it's to Picaro. Plays a ball through for McCree, but too much on it, running out of room. Mason's ball in. It's deflected out. Change of possession. Now Ridge will get the throw in. Tedesco gets a head onto it. Greenwood fighting McCree for it. McCree looking for an option. Cutting back and forth. Sends another ball into the box. Punts it. Corvo able to get to it. Dendis to Schubach. Schubach playing a ball through for Gemma to chase. And quickly taken out by the goalkeeper, Carly Villa. Out of play once again, Tedesco. Throws it right back in. Gemma. Still on the ball. Over to Adams. And quickly taken away by Ryan Rosevier. Gemma puts the ball into the box. Fighting for it was Adams as it rolls out once again. "12 minutes left to go in this game. And nothing to separate both teams as another ball is played into the box. And Villa scoops it up once again. McCree plays it wide. Now back to McCree. The first touch a little too heavy, as Ballou's able to scramble and get to it. Good defending by Greenwood. Now Schubach. Carnevale. Adams running her way through. Trying to send a pass over to Gemma, but it's cut out quickly by Ridge. Once again intervening there was Gabby Allen. Greenwood. To Carnevale again. Schubach this time finds Gemma. Gemma plays it over, looking for Lexi Dendis. Here's Lexi playing it over to Kira Adams. Rolling ball, and Villa will get to it. Goldfarb wins back possession. Floats a ball over Lexi Dendis to chase. But it's taken out by Ridge. Throw in for Central. Emily Dennis checks in for Hunterdon Central. Out comes Reagan Schubach, and brought down was Jamie Goldfarb. Free kick for Hunterdon Central. And another opportunity here. This time for Kira Adams to whip a ball into the box and hopefully find a teammate.
10 yards.
Adams on the free kick. Sends it into the box. Quickly headed away by Ridge. Still in a dangerous position. Mason able to get to now Gemma, but Villa able to snag it up. And now the pressure begins to mount with a little over 8 minutes left to go in this game. As another ball's filtered through to Lily Gemma. But Keefe able to make way for Villa. Mason to Greenwood. It's cut out by Ridge. Another ball through. Ulrich again. Gets caught up in traffic. Picaro takes the shot, but it goes wide. Becca Picardo given a little bit too much room. Just unable to get an accurate shot onto it. Goldfarb plays another ball through, but too much on it for Villa to take once again. Off the back of Gemma. Fighting for it was Allen. Now Keefe. No nonsense defending. She'll take it out of play. And Ridge showing throughout this whole game they were the worthy opponent for this semifinal matchup. Ridge, the 5th seed, facing number 100 in Central. Now chasing it down is McCree. Running it through from the left side. Giving chases Tedesco. McCree looking to play a ball into the box. No one to be found. And it's finally taken all the way out. Keefe plays it to Goldfarb, who tries to take the turn. This time she's stopped. Ulrich again. Scrambling to find a teammate. She'll take the shot herself. And Pontecorvo's there. And Ridge have to get on the same page on their attack if they want to score a goal in these final minutes. These long shots just unsuccessful, and there was a foul there on McCree. Now a little over 5 minutes left to go in this game. Another ball into the box. Gemma. Maybe it was a shot that comes out. Now Gabby Allen gets set to take the goal kick for Ridge. Greenwood takes it out of play. Mason takes it out of danger to Gemma. Lays a ball over to Kira Adams. Trying to keep possession. Goldfarb try to get a leg in. And it's won back by Ridge. Now McCree. McCree running down the left side. Once again, Tedesco chasing, but it comes out of play. And Tedesco takes the quick throw in a shoebox. Played over the head of Gemma. Tedesco settles. Tries to play it through once again to Reagan. Ballou wins it back. Gemma again to Goldfarb. Back to Gemma, but it's cut out by Allen. McCree looking to go on another run. Finds a teammate. Ridge looking for options, trying to get on the attack. And up front was Gabby Allen. Katie Keefe gets set for the throw-in. Cut out by Greenwood and taken out of play. Ball played into the box. Goldfarb gets her head onto it, falls back to McCree, who takes a shot. Simple save for Eve Pontecorvo, who sends it back down. Gemma gets her head onto it. Trying to keep possession for Central. Ripped away by Ridge. Keefe plays it to McCree. Try to float it over there for Peyton Urrig. Another ball through. Kira Adams chasing, but Allen is there. Gabby Allen with a full night of work, defending most of these Central attacks in the center of the field. Bouncing ball comes out of play. 1:30 left to go in this game before extra time. Central looking for the winning goal here. Dendis floats it over. Quickly taken out by Ridge. Greenwood looking for it. One back by McCree. Urrig again. Trying to play it back to McCree. Staying onside. McCree looking for an option. She takes a shot that doesn't threaten Pontecorvo. The seconds winding down here at Stewart Field in regular time. Lexi Dendis cutting back, fighting off Keefe. McCree tries to play another ball through. Now it's over to Carnevale with half a minute left to go. Comes out of play. This looks like it'll be the final opportunity for Ridge in regular time. Ball thrown into the box, headed right to Jamie Goldfarb. Ball bouncing, staying in play, but that will do it for regular time. So knotted up at 0, Hunterdon Central against Ridge, unable to get a goal for either team, and they move on to extra time in this semifinals matchup. Central trying to get that winning goal against their Red Devil counterparts, but nothing really to separate either team. A good defensive display from Ridge. Central just unable to get any good attack against Basking Ridge, and Jamie Calhoun must find a way to get past here as they want to face North Hunterdon in the Group 4 semifinal. Or in the Group 4 final, excuse me, as North Hunterdon won their semifinal matchup against Watchung Hills. So we'll bring you the extra time action coming up next. It is?
Not sure. Don't say it. If they seem a little crazy after they score, then you'll know.
I made sure I have, trust me, I got it all set up with fire. I got my complete playlist. Is it 5 minutes or 2? What are you sure?
I mean, if it's like, well, the thing is, it's not the same kind of playoffs, right? Because normally it is golden goal in extra time.
Yeah. I don't know. Ivan and I did well to slug through one game on Tuesday.
See, that's where you get the long goal call.
Oops, all meet me through whatever. One time.
So if it goes to the second overtime, 2 minutes in between that. 3 minutes. So if they play 10, then they get 2 and then 10.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Stewart Field, where currently we are heading into the first half of extra time. Hunterdon Central tied up with Basking Ridge at 0. Nothing to separate these two teams from the first two halves of regular time. Just unable to find the answer. Hunterdon Central Ridge with a good defensive performance, specifically by number 27, Gabby Allen, was all over the field for Basking Ridge, able to keep this Central attack in check. Let's see what Janine Calhoun has up her sleeve with her attack here as they try to get the winning goal here, golden goal in extra time. So both teams poised to get that goal and hopefully get their spot in the Group 4 final. They will face North Hunterdon, the 2 seed, with a win here today. Getting set for kickoff in the first half of extra time. Underway at Stewart Field, first half of extra time. The Hunterdon Central Red Devils against Basking Ridge. Both teams in this semifinal matchup trying to make their way to the Group 4 final. Ridge, the 5th seed, with a marvelous performance in this game. Many would have thought that Central would have had this game in the bag, but Ridge coming out with a great defensive performance and putting the pressure on Central's big scorers, having 2 defenders most of this game on Reagan Schubach, top goal scorer for the Red Devils at 20 goals this season. And just putting on the pressure on this Central attack. Ball rolled over to Kira Adams. Central looking to end this early. It's cut out once again by Ridge. Here's Keefe. Now Ulrich again. It's cut out by Goldfarb. Back to Adams. Gemma laying it off to Goldfarb once again. Now to Schubach trying to run her way through. Allen is there. Goldfarb lays another pass through. This time it's a good one for Schubach to chase. And it's deflected out for a Central corner. Big opportunity for the Red Devils in extra time. The corner to be taken by Reagan Schubach, as numbers slowly make their way into the box. The corner coming in. Goldfarb gets the shot, but it's skied over the crossbar and out of play. No defending on Jamie Goldfarb. Ball comes out. Throw in 400 Central. Mason sends it back in. Schubach trying to settle it. Playing it back to Goldfarb, but it's cut out by Ridge. Ulrich running her way through, passes Greenwood. She's got room to run on the left side. Ballou on the mark. It's still Ulrich looking for an option. Trying to send a cross into the box. Quickly taken out by Emily Mason. And now Central trying to get on the counterattack here. A ball sent through for Gemma. Too much on it, as Villa will take charge. Tedesco able to find Schubach. Adams trying to fight her way through. It's won back by Ridge. Picardo sending a ball over. Once again, Central regain possession. Goldfarb looking for an option. She'll play it back. And Schubach try to lay it over. Looking for Kira Adams, who couldn't make the run. Keefe blasts it down to McCree. The through ball comes out of play. Mason to take another throw in. Central creeping up the line. Headed out once again. Mason to send another throw in for Schubach, but it's taken out by Allen. Those clearances and no-nonsense defending from Rich have been the answer tonight on the defensive side as another ball comes in for Gemma and quickly swept away. McCree tried to take it out. Falls to Tedesco, who takes a shot, but right to the hands of Carly Villa. Red Devils doing everything they can to get the golden goal and punch their ticket to the Group 4 final. Ball's deflected. Now to play once again for Hunterdon Central. Kira Adams trying to send a cross into the box, but it's taken away by Basking Ridge. And the ball did come out of play, so Greenwood will get this throw in. Settling it down is Adams. Now Goldfarb playing a ball through, looking for Carnevale. Tedesco gets to it, but able to settle it is Ridge. Another ball all the way through, chasing it down is Urig. The minutes winding down in this short 10-minute first half of extra time. It's a little over 3 minutes left to go. Ball out of play once again. Headed away by Greenwood. Taken out for another throw-in. Keefe gets set to take it this time. Ball flown to the edge of the box. Tedesco is there to get her head onto it. Now Adams, 3 against 2 at the moment. The pass inaccurate and taken out by Gabby Allen. Schubach. Quick throw-in. Cut out by Allen once again. Urig. Running. Trying to make her way through. A nice pass over to the left side. Ball played in. McCree was there. Picardo trying to head it down. Carnevale able to get back possession for the moment. Now Schubach. Reagan rolling it over to her left side. Brennan plays a ball through into the box. Gemma tried to get to it, but Villa able to snag it first. And a substitution for the Red Devils as Lexi Dennis checks in for Kira Adams. Now Reagan Schubach trying to cut her way through and blasted away by Gabby Allen. Only as far as Mason. Mason takes the shot. Villa with an amazing save to keep Ridge in this game. And it leads to a Central corner. But what a save for Carly Villa off the shot from Emily Mason. Central with an opportunity here in the winding seconds. Another ball played in, taken out by Ridge. Goldfarb. Now over to McCree. 20 seconds left to go. Ball over to Picardo. Greenwood on the mark. Flown over the head of McCree as she chases it down. Less than 10 seconds trying to play it into the box. Central trying to get on the counter attack, but they will run out of time as the first half of extra time runs out. Still knotted up at 0. Maybe the biggest story of this first half was the brilliant save by Carly Villa. The shot taken by Emily Mason. But Villa able to keep Ridge in this game. We'll take a look at that save. In the final minute, the first half of extra time, Villa at full stretch on the upper 90 shot. Able to keep the Ridge Red Devils in it. Still knotted up at 0. We're heading for the second half of extra time. We'll see you in a moment. Hello everyone and welcome back to Stewart Field as Hunterdon Central are heading into the second half of extra time, knotted up at 0 with Basking Ridge. Central almost had the win off of a shot from Emily Mason in the first half of OT. But Carly Villa, the goalie for Basking Ridge, able to stop it with a brilliant save and keep the Ridge Red Devils in this game. The 5th seed against number 1 here. And now Central getting set to kick things off. The team that scores will be the team that moves on to play North Hunterdon in the Group 4 final. We're underway for the second half of extra time here at Stewart Field. Ball cleared away. All the way over to Emily Mason. Running it down was Jamie Goldfarb. McCree trying to keep it in play, unable to do so. As Central win the throw-in. Adams trying to flip it over to Schubach. But the ball ends up with Uhrig. Trying to send a cross in. Mason is there. Goldfarb, now a shot is deflected. That was Ellie Bozzo on the shot. Now Picardo has her shot blocked as well. Here's Gemma. Goldfarb tried to get a leg onto it. But Ridge pressuring in these extra time minutes now. Ball from Keefe to McCree. Cut out by Adams. And Greenwood tried to send it back to her. McCree lets it come out of play to throw in for the Red Devils. Bozzo tried to send a through ball in. Ends up finding Emily Mason. Goldfarb back to Mason. Central on the run once again, trying to get on the attack. Schubach to the right side with Kira Adams. Adams cutting her way through, sending another ball into the box. It deflects off of Mason. She takes a turn, sends another ball in. Gemma takes the shot. It's deflected. What a save it was off of the defender. Incredible defending to block the shot that was certainly a goal for Hunterdon Central. It ends up being a corner. But a crazy save from the Ridge defense, and now an opportunity for Central. Carnevale off the corner, sending a ball in, and Villa is there to take it. Let's look once again at that save. The shot fell right to Gemma, and a header deflected off and able to bail out Carly Villa and keep Ridge right in this game. Two huge saves in both halves of extra time, and Central just unable to get the winning goal. Another ball filtered through. Now Schubach with an opportunity. Schubach shot. It's blocked by Villa. A chance for Gemma. Now it's finally taken out. Only as far as Schubach. And she takes a turn. Schubach shot. Villa watching it go wide. Now the rumble from the bleachers, the crowd really into this game as the pressure continues to build. 6 minutes left to go before penalties. Adams once again, nice cut through. Here comes Kira Adams, cutting all the way through the defenders. Now to Tedesco. Trying to flip it over. Adams looking for it. Finds Goldfarb instead. Back and forth. Goldfarb tries to take a shot, but it's skied over. Now getting set for the goal kick is Gabby Allen. 5 minutes left to go in extra time. Now Gemma trying to fight the defense. Allen able to keep it from being a corner. Instead it's a throw-in for Hunterdon Central. Headed down by Goldfarb. Lays it off to Gemma. Tries to play another ball into the box, but it goes over and out on the left sideline. Thrown quickly by Ridge. Allen able to get to it. Gabby Allen still on the ball. Nice pass over to McCree. McCree running her way through. Adams on the mark. McCree still from the left side, looking to play a ball in. But it's tapped away by Greenwood, and Ridge get themselves a corner. A big opportunity here for the Ridge Red Devils. McCree gets set to take the corner. The away fans showing their support as it bounces. Looks like the top of the post and out, but it did come out beforehand. Ball rolling and out of play once again. Gemma finds Goldfarb, who tries to take a shot that's blocked. Ends up falling towards Adams, but taken out of play by Ridge. Intervening there was Amanda Mertz once again. Goldfarb fighting the pressure. Looking for an option, trying to find a teammate. Gives herself some room. Now Adams trying to cut her way through and blasted away by the Ridge defense. That was Ellie Bazo. To send it all the way out, and now it comes out of play. Quick throw in. Schubach gets her head onto it. Another ball played into the box. Bouncing right in front of Carly Villa. A minute 30 left to go in this game. Penalties starting to loom, and both teams have an opportunity in penalties. Schubach laying it over to Goldfarb, who tries to do the same, and bouncing ball comes out of play. Now Tedesco. Emily Mason plays it over. Schubach was there. And now here come Ridge on the counter attack. 3 against 4. McCree tries to take the shot on herself as it goes wide. Now the seconds winding down. Pontecorvo trying to send this one as far as she can downfield. It's quickly cut out by Ridge. Gemma trying to get onto it. Now the ball sent over by Goldfarb as Reagan Schubach chases. Ball kept in play. Carnevale with the header comes out in favor of Basking Ridge. 15 seconds left to go. Another ball played into the central defense. Tedesco trying to deal with it. And that will end extra time. Hunterdon Central unable to find the answer against Basking Ridge. Both teams knotted at 0 will head into penalties, and anything can happen there. Hunterdon Central just unable to get the goal they were looking for, both in regular time and extras. And now it will come down to a penalty shootout. Both teams trying to fight their way to the Group 4 final, and we will see who it will be up next.
The head referee shall choose the goal with all the kicks and the penalty mark shall be taken. Each coach will select 5 players.
So all set here for penalties at Stewart Field. Ridge getting set to take it first. Of course, a best of 5. And this game will be settled the same way it was in North Hunterdon. Pontecorvo gets set. The shot! It's in the back of the net, and Ridge get number 1. And now Emily Mason steps up for Hunterdon Central. Mason against Carly Villa, who has made some spectacular saves in this game to keep her team in it. But it all comes down to this penalty for Carly Villa. Mason on the penalty. The shot in the back of the net, and now Central level things up. So now once again called to action is Pontecorvo. And she will face Peyton Urrig. Urrig against Pontecorvo. The shot! It's deflected off the crossbar. And a big sigh of relief from the Central fans. And Central ever so slightly closer to that Group 4 final. Now Reagan Schubach, top goal scorer this season for the Red Devils, 20 goals on the season. And this might be the most important goal of her career. So Ridge have missed 1. Central already taking their second. Schubach shot, and it is stopped by Carly Villa. And we are back to level terms. 1 goal and 1 miss apiece. So now Pontecorvo once again. And she will face number 10 for Basking Ridge, Katie Keefe. Pontecorvo against Keefe. Keefe the shot! Pontecorvo is there! A huge save for Eve Pontecorvo. And the second miss in a row for Basking Ridge. Now Central need to come up big with Lily Gemma stepping up. Big opportunity for Liliana Gemma. Gemma the shot! And it goes into the back of the net, and the Red Devils now take the lead. Now Pontecorvo again. This time she will face Ridge's top goal scorer, Abby McCree, with 8 goals on the season. If Ridge want to stay in this, they need to get this goal to make things just a little bit easier for them. The shot's in the back of the net, and McCree does score. Now once again called to action is Carly Villa. So Videla will take the penalty here. Videla's shot, and it's blocked once again by Carly Villa. And now it's leveled once again, both teams with 2 misses. And now comes a crucial penalty for Basking Ridge. Maybe even more so for Eve Pontecorvo. Caitlin Ariello, the shot goes into the back of the net. And for the moment, Basking Ridge lead 3-2. Now the biggest moment of the night, and it will be taken by Jamie Goldfarb. She needs to score this to keep Central in it. A miss will give Ridge their ticket to the Group 4 final. It all comes down to this. Jamie Goldfarb, the shots in the back of the net, and Hunterdon Central level things right back up. Now Pontecorvo back in between the posts.
Wherein if one team scores and the other team does not score, the game is ended without more kicks being taken.
So of course, after 5 penalty kicks from both teams, now sudden death. And we'll see who Pontecorvo will face from the Basking Ridge side. And now the next opponent for Eve Pontecorvo to face. Will be Katie Keefe from Basking Ridge with a huge penalty. The shot from Keefe in the back of the net, and Basking Ridge hold on. Now once again the pressure is on, this time for Lily Gemma. She has to score this goal to keep the Red Devils in it. And on the line, of course, is Carly Villa with already a save tonight in this penalty shootout. Here comes the shot from Gemma, and it's saved by Villa, and Basking Ridge have stunned Hunterdon Central, and they will move on to the Group 4 final. A huge blow to Hunterdon Central, but all the credit to Basking Ridge. They came in here as the underdog and able to put a huge defensive performance on against this Hunterdon Central attack, and they stunned their Red Devil counterparts. Final score 4-3s in penalties. Hunterdon Central with a great season. Of course, the talking points mostly for Reagan Schubach, able to score 20 goals in this regular season. Hunterdon Central have fought hard all the way to the semifinal round, and Basking Ridge able to pull it out in a penalty shootout. No words at Stewart Field. It's been a huge blow to the Red Devils. But of course, all the credit goes to Basking Ridge. They were able to come into this game, the 5th seed against the 1 seed, and able to pull out a big win. A big congratulations goes to the Hunterdon Central Red Devils, and maybe an even bigger one to Basking Ridge, able to come in here and pull out an away win against the top seed. So for the entire HCTV crew, I'm Ivan Porras with Hunterdon Central Television, your school, your station. Be sure to join us tomorrow as the boys continue on to the Group 4 finals. Hunterdon Central will face Princeton. That's a 1 o'clock start over in Princeton High School, so be sure to join us for that start as well.